benwashburn.com. Start Up, Start Down, Start Now by Ben Washburn. My goal is to help with a very simple yet courageous journey once a start is initiated, while overcoming any objections, fears, decisions, and choices. We all must take the first big leap to begin or start. For entrepreneurs, founders, small business owners, and sole proprietors, these three outlooks on both business and personal decisions will assist and guide you to get from point A to Z, regardless of how huge or small any task may seem to you or received from your trusted mentors over time. We all, generally speaking, love learning about new stories, journeys, experiences, backgrounds, educational learning opportunities, and trust these paths that the successful take in life, all while accepting risk and learning that success is never final and failure is never fatal. Startup, for me, has always been following articles, policies, news, headlines, and debt plus or minus equity models that play a vital role to the founders, teams, and their valued loyal employment base or partners. Many have heard it in life and sports or competitions that the arts and plays and contests or dance academy recitals, regardless of how one can relate in their own life and experiences, can one comprehend, assess, and relate to the up. This will signal timing like in the lead, on a roll, buzzing towards scaling, or expanding internationally as a positive step towards a win and assist towards applying a wealth of resources. Ups are good and great. Plans in place, even with risk in place, and funding or resource allocation events will secure you time to trade your resources to make much higher output from input. Oh, and it is extremely fun, rewarding, exciting, and a great position depending on circumstances, generational discovery, change, and wisdom received during the journey. Start down, for me, is the best possible position. Not only start, but also utilize much more leverage with less resources needed to start and the least amount of startup risk. Down in our society, generally speaking, signals terms like behind, down, losing, below, bottom in order, etc. Down is where the truth of passion, love, and labor intersect. You see, of every founder, CEO, team, and firm I encounter, most to all the time, the startup story or chapter is told and a problem was solved with a solution provided. Passion and anger lead most to problem solving because during their own individual journey, they discovered that a particular problem was major enough to solve for them, and it turned into a passionately and closely held issue to share with the world. The widgets in grocery store aisles, big box retailers, online e-commerce, and electronic internet sales, websites, and even as far back as you want to discuss, as photographs leveraged to sell to potential financiers to connect a railroad system in America. This type of down idea or notion really has and is a driving force of humanity to serve self, family, and produce resources while pursuing happiness and having fun. Amazing inventions, intellectual property, know-how, and lifelong learning are all derived from following strategy and problem solving that will drive your ambition and settle our minds through humor, prosperity, and discovery of purpose. Your individuals and teams will become less angry and more satisfied from a problem solved while shifting to passionately sharing your story to the world. Start now is starting. Starting with a business plan, planning, seeking partners, consultants, investors, contractors, employees, etc. It takes time. Time equals money, where money trades into the founder's capital table or debt notes and juggling act to become a precious and desirable resource to start up. Timing as a thought process to navigate tough decisions. Choices and strategy is a very normal feeling, an emotion where positive, direct, and trustworthy intent will mitigate any second thoughts to the point of one's individual or one's company journey. I once recalled reading a headline about growth and a thought leader, CEO, mentioned that generally solid and steady growth is just boring, but it works. Follow your own boring companies, their leadership, their stories, their vision, and drive to win, to learn it. All begins with a start. I have learned start now is now. Just start. Start now. Start up, start down, start now by Ben Washburn. benwashburn.com.